Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome, guys. So this is going to be a little bit different than the normal streams that we're doing. We're not actually gaming right now, guys. So if you guys are tuning in to watch any gaming, this is not the stream for you. This is just going to be the GTA V server development stream, guys. This is what I'm going to be showing. Just the basic steps that I go through while I'm working on the server, and maybe getting some input from you guys as well while I'm doing that. So, and those of you that are interested in any of this, this should be pretty cool. And if you're not, this is going to be pretty boring. So I'll just be honest, guys. This is not going to be, you know, a fun, exciting, funny stream necessarily. This is just going to be me going over, you know, how all this server stuff works. All right. Let me see here. Let me get this actually switched over. Put this on this scene, and this should work. Uh-oh. Why isn't this working? The webcam's not working. Maybe if I just unplug it and replug it back in. Hang on a second, guys. This wire. No, it turned on and turned back off again. Son of a bitch. I would probably have to close this back out. I'd probably have to close the whole damn stream out again. I don't know why the webcam's not working right now, guys. Alright, well, Adam says it's already a funny stream. Watching Rhino flip some scripts. There you go, I like that. Seems like a Rhino stream. What the hell? Why? Like, why isn't it working? Right now, it should be showing to you guys. And I was just testing this out. It's working fine. I even had the webcam a little bit bigger than it normally is. But all right, let's get this going, guys. So we're gonna start out. This is right here is gonna be FileZilla. So this is how you connect to the server if you do have your own server and you want to remote connect to it. So over here are going to be my files. Over here are going to be the server files. You just want to go into the GTA FiveM. Server data, resources, and then in here is where you're going to put all of your mods. Okay, and you can see all of this stuff that I've added in here. You know, you got the Silverado, the 911, the Bentleys, the BMWs, all of these things I've added in here. Now, the server pretty much comes like a blank slate, just regular stock GTA. And they do offer, I have two monitors, and I can't actually show you guys both monitors on the stream here. It's kind of annoying. But over on my other monitor here, I have a way of looking, I could bring that over, but we'll just keep it to the one for now. There's a way of looking at the config for the server itself. So I got to get into that a little bit too. But to start off here, one of the things we need to do, and I do have the game up, and we're going to be jumping back and forth between the game and working on the files at the same time, because some of this is going to be mapping out new locations as well, and that's where I can get some input from you guys as far as where things should be. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean, like, we need to find a city hall, for instance. So if any of you guys know a good building out there that would make a good city hall building, we can go over, check that out, and potentially turn that into what we're going to use here on the server. I found a pretty cool house last night, and I want to go over really quick and get the coordinates for it. One of the things I added last night is right here is you can buy your own boat. So let's go over there really quick, and I can show you guys what that is going to look like. Okay, so the cops get their boats down the street. Civilians are going to come over to this area right here. And you would pull your car in here. What's up, Jonathan? OG Montana, what's going on, brother? Justin, all you guys that are coming in, welcome, guys. This is going to be a server development stream right here. I'm not actually just out here gaming. I'm going to be working on the server and streaming it as I'm doing it for any of you guys that are interested in how all this stuff works, or if you want to get into it yourself. TJ, what's up, man? Okay, so you would come down here. Let's say you want to go out in a boat. You just did a heist or something like that, maybe. Yeah, wink, wink. Come down here. And if you were in your personal vehicle, you'd have to come over here and store your car, because you can only have one personal vehicle out at a time. So you would store your vehicle there, and then you can come over to this dock right here. And what the hell? It's not actually showing. Oh, there it is. It's hard to see. There's a green circle right here in the water. Right here, you can buy the boat. I already have it bought. And it says Fisher's boat. It's not really a Fisher boat. It's this, I think they call it the Sun Trap. Use Trevor's house for city hall. Can't do that, brother, because Trevor's house is actually, what's that? The biker gang hangout. So everybody can get their own boat now. Civilians have access to purchasing a boat. The police have a boat dock a little bit further down here. I'll show you guys where this is at. What's up, Jesse? Good to see you, man. Kevin, I saw that post, brother. That is pretty funny, man. I can't imagine. Honestly, I can't imagine, Kevin. Alright, so over here I added a spot for the police, and I'm going to show you guys how I add these spots on the server as well. I'm going to get into all of this. You can't see it because I'm not a cop, but the police can spawn in their boat right there. What I want to do is I want to get the coordinates to this house right here, because I'm going to make it so that this is a house that a player will be able to buy, and this will be, you know, where they live. So I found this house the other night. I thought this was pretty damn cool little location right here. You gotta drive in along the beach and along the coastline to actually get your car back here, but it will be possible. We'll add a garage right there so you can store your vehicle and pull your vehicle out. Comes with this nice old lady in the rocking chair. You get a hot tub. You got, there's like 2 campfires back here. Yeah, there's a campfire there, another campfire, a tent. You know, you got a spotlight. You got this big pole, which actually has some spotlights on it too, lights up the water. So if you want to have some midnight swimming out here, guys, this is the party house right here. I thought this was cool as a crap, man. When I found this, I was like, oh, dude, I got to make this a house that you can buy. This is going to be, what, like 100 grand? 100 grand for this house, guys? Does that seem reasonable? Or should it be even more? This is the input we'll get from the chat. Alright, so to get these coordinates, I'm going to open up my phone. I'm going to go to the admin panel. I'm going to go down to chords, which is going to be the coordinates. And I'm going to copy these coordinates. Now we're going to back over here, and you can see I have a chords file. Text file here. And we're going to go down. We have the New Paleto Bay, and we also have the New Sandy Shores. These are all the coordinates for different things that I've put onto the map so far. And this is how I keep everything straight and get these numbers into the files. Jake's saying 200K. Yeah, maybe 200K. That sounds pretty good. Cooper says 80,000. That's way too cheap, brother. For a house like that, out on the water like that, that's like a one-of-a-kind spot. It's got to be more, bro. I think the 200 sounds pretty good. Jason says 150. Okay, so let me see. We'll just start a whole new section down here, and this will be houses. And then we'll just kind of make a line out from there, and this is going to be the beach house. Alright, so I got those coordinates in there now, and this is how we are going to set up the basic location for the house itself. So when you want to get into the house, you want to purchase the house, this is the coordinates that we're going to be dropping into another file. Let me come in here and let's finish this off really quick though, because not only do we need a spot for the house to get in, we need a spot for the garage. Yeah, we'll just say this is the garage right here. So we're going to open our and now you guys get to see how much time it takes to do all this stuff too. I'm going to copy these coordinates for the garage. We're going to go back over here. And we'll do beach house, garage, and those are the coordinates for the beach house garage. Okay, so we got that now. And first things first, we will come over here, and I have all these .u or LUA files. These are the files that you use to configure your server. And there's going to be a whole bunch of these. These are the main ones that I change. So I have them on my desktop saved. And then I just re-upload these back onto the server. Johnson says 135 scenery location, how close it is to everything. That's why I'm thinking 200, dude, honestly. No, you can't do any of this on PlayStation or console. This is just going to be for PC. Justin says it should be 500K for the beach house. Yeah, you know, you might be right, Justin, because it is a pretty sweet location. More than that, Roy said 100 stars. He was saying more than that. What do you think about the 500K? I think that'd be a pretty reasonable price. Okay, let me open up. We'll do first. We'll do the garages. So I'm gonna open this file. It's gonna open my other screen. Hold on. I'll get it brought over for you guys to be able to see this. Okay, so this is going to be the file on how you configure all of the garages in the server. Every garage will be in here. For some of the other things, they're split up. The jobs, the missions, things like that, they're in different files. It can get a little confusing. But for this part, at least, it's pretty straightforward and easy. The garages are all here. And when you first come into this file, I mean, this is going to look chaos to anybody who hasn't looked at code before. At the top here, we have like high end, okay? And then we have the vehicles, the spawn name of the vehicle, and then the actual name of the vehicle, and then the price, and then we could also set like a permission as far as who can own these vehicles. None of these vehicles have permission, so anybody can own any of these cars. You just have to pay these prices, which are all listed in orange, we'll say. Here's the mid-range. This is a different car dealership, so it's in its own category, right? And this is just defining the name of the place and what vehicles are going to be at that location. Okay, it's not defining where the location is. To do that, we'll go all the way to the very bottom here. And down here we have garages. Here is like the name. Here's low end, off-road. And then here is the coordinates. Remember how we got those coordinates a little bit and we put it over here? This is the coordinate that will show where the off-road garage will be. Now, the houses all use the same garage, which is the house garage, which you guys can see right here, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make this easy. I'm just going to copy this line right here and the comma. That's crucial because the comma tells it to go to the next line. If you don't do that, it's just a break in the code and it's all broken. So these are the little things that I had to learn along the way. We're going to copy that, click right behind there, put a space, and we're going to drop another house garage right there. It has the same coordinates. So now we're going to come over here to our new beach house garage, copy that, and now bring it back over here. And you can use, you know, Control V, Control C. I'm just doing it this way so you guys see what I'm doing. And now I'm going to paste that into that line right there. So now we just officially created the garage at that beachfront house. That's all we got to do as far as that goes. So I can just hit save. This config file is saved now. It has that garage in there, and that's good to go. So now we can go back onto the server and we can FileZilla here, and we can go in here and upload that file back into the server, and it'll take effect the next time the server's restarted. But I'm not going to do that just yet, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. So we're going to do all of these things, and then we'll upload it all in one shot. Colton says, can I pay you for this setup, dude? For my server setup, bro? Oh, I don't know about that, brother. You know how much time and effort I put into doing all this? It's been quite the journey. Let me tell you, the level of frustration that Rhino had for a few days was probably the most that I've ever been frustrated in my life. But if you want to come out and play on the server, brother, you're welcome to come do that. You know, maybe when I quit GTA, I'll just be like, hey, here's everything if anybody's interested. But for now, this is my baby. Okay, so now we need to go into homes. Now it's going to open a new config file, and we're going to do the actual house itself. So this one can get a little tricky out there. This one took me a little bit to figure out. It's not quite as straightforward. So when you want to do this, you can add as many houses in this game as you want, guys. It's all up to you, okay? Every single house that you see in the game, you could make a house that a player could buy and live in. Literally all of it. So it's just a matter of how much time you want to spend doing all of that. And I'm going to take this really quick, a little basic idea of how this is going to work. So right here we have the basic flat, which is a house, okay? You can see now, under basic flat is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 basic flats, okay? So 10 people can own a basic flat. You go into the other one, other flat, there's only 4 of them, only 4 people could own that. Plantation flat, only 1 person can own the plantation, obviously. The rail flat, 1 person, okay? Well, actually, there's different ones, too. You can get even a little bit more complex. So you have plantation flat 2, and then just like a plantation flat and plantation flat 3. This can be a really confusing thing, adding houses. Once you get it down, though, it's really not that crazy. You can go through and add a bunch of houses in a pretty reasonable amount of time, as long as you have all the coordinates and everything mapped out ahead of time in a file like this. And that's why I keep track of all of this stuff over here. So if you're going to get into this, I would definitely recommend that. James, see, I don't know about getting into all this crazy custom stuff like that, brother. I know how to take already existing things and modify that. But just to make a whole drag racing server, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Rob was asking about the drag suspect height. Rob, I haven't looked into that yet, and I'm not even sure where that would be listed. It's kind of funny the way they have some of these things listed in here. It's not really always that easy to understand. For instance, for jobs, right? Let's say you want to modify a job. What is it called? It's called VRP Basic Missions. So if you wanted to edit like a job location on where you go to deliver, this is where you go into, the basic mission. And I'll tell you what, man, I was looking through all of these damn files looking for job, not mission. Kind of crazy. Hey, Daniel. Okay, so back to what I was doing here. And the house thing can take a little bit of time as well, because for these houses that you can't just walk in the door, you have to add a teleporter, okay? That's easy to do. And what the teleporter does is it teleports you to an interior of a home somewhere else on the map. They basically have them all kind of underground in different locations. But basically, you take the coordinates for this interior of a house, and then you can put it in the teleporter for any house. So if that's not making sense for you guys, let me just give you a really quick visual representation of what I'm talking about. Right here, right now, look, we can't go in this front door, right? But we can have a teleporter on the ground, a green circle right there, and you'll come up to that, and then it'll allow you to enter the house. And then what that'll do is, that'll take, let me see if this says entry point. I don't think this is the right coordinates, but we're just gonna play around here really quick. TP2 coordinates, and I'm gonna put those coordinates in. Okay, so this is the entrance point for Trevor's trailer here. So let's go back in here. Yeah, right there, rundown trailer, Trevor's trailer. We're gonna come back in here. Yep, okay. So those are all the exterior ones. These are gonna be the interior buildings right here. All of these places are interiors. So we'll take, and this is where you go down through. So we're working on a beach house. This says beach home. Let's see what the beach home looks like, and maybe we can just put, you know, we'll just copy another beach house, add this, and then use these new coordinates for that beach house that we were just looking at. Alright, teleport 2 coordinates. I'm going to put in these coordinates, and this should put us inside of the beach house now. Okay, so now you can see... Oh, dude, this is a cool beach house, too. I'll tell you what, this is a little hidden gem. I'll show you guys why in a moment. Can't see out that window. I bet you can go in this room. Yep, you can go in there, and you can see out that window right there. Sometimes when you use these interiors, you know, and you can see out windows, it's going to kind of screw up the illusion like it's the same house. So right now, if I would use this interior for that new place that we just found, you know, in that little beach cove, obviously this interior isn't going to match up with that. It wouldn't make sense. There's no road or sidewalk outside there. So you wouldn't want to use this one. Yeah, Rob, I appreciate that, brother. It could be very daunting, and I had no idea when I first started getting into this what all goes into it or how complex it is or anything. I just dove into it just blindly, dude. It's kind of crazy. All right, I don't like beach home, and there's a cheap home. Let's go see what the cheap home looks like. Let's get this coordinates. And I don't know if there's guides out there that teach you how to do all this stuff either. Well, I'm sure there are. But I just started going in here and just fiddling around with crap, man. Okay, so we all know this house. This is really a notable house right here. This is the house that was hooked up with that house that we had when we lived in the city. This place is nice because you can't see out any of the windows. So theoretically, this could be anywhere, as long as it's pretty much the same size of this house. So, cheap home is definitely... This is definitely a possibility right here. Cheap home we might use. So we'll keep that in mind. There's another one here, though. Beach house. There's actually, I think, a couple more. Let me just check this. We're going to check out beach house and see if that looks like that would match up any better. TP 2 chords, put those coordinates in there, and that TP's us to this. No, this isn't any better at all. This doesn't look any closer whatsoever. It's a weird glitch out the window. I mean, this is a really sweet house, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd like my bedroom with all these big open windows. My whole damn house is big open windows. There's no curtains. Talking real world, I don't know, man. This seems kind of crazy. What's going on, Joseph? Okay, this is a really cool place, if I remember correctly. Beach bungalow. The problem here is this place, I think, is open. Hey, Danny, what's going on, brother? We're doing server work here, man. This isn't a game stream. This is just a... oh, I copied it. The beach bungalow. Dumbass. I thought it'd be cool to show everybody, you know, what goes into working on the server, and that way people can put in some input, too, on things as I'm doing it. Colton says he wants that house. The window house. This is the beach bungalow. This is a really cool little house, man. I gotta say, I really like this place. The problem with the beach bungalow is... Nice bedroom. I mean, the windows aren't terrible. They could kind of fit the area where we were before, out on that little peninsula. But look at this. You can walk right outside the beach bungalow. So... And this is a house you can come down here and buy, but the problem is this house is all the way down here out of the play area. You know, that's the most southern place you can buy. All of our properties have to be above this line right here, basically. So everything up above here. And that beach house that we are currently working on is right here on this little peninsula. So we could make this interior that house's interior up there, right? And you would just go step back on the teleporter and it would teleport you outside the house up there on the peninsula. But if that player didn't really follow the rules and he just stepped out this door, he would be teleported all the way across the map, which could kind of be a problem, let's say, if they're having an interaction with the police in some kind of way. So I think I'm gonna leave this beach bungalow out of it for now, unfortunately. And we could try one of these other ones. See what the normal flat looks like. I'm thinking it's gonna be the cheap home, I think it was called. I think that one probably is gonna fit best for what we're trying to do right now. Yeah, this definitely does not fit at all with that little house. I mean, this is a really cool place, don't get me wrong, but I don't think we've looked at the basic flat. We'll check out the basic flat. Hey Joshua, what's going on, man? At a coffee shop, Colton says. I think we could do that too, actually. Yeah, this definitely isn't gonna work. We're up in the sky right here. How is this less of a place than the other place we were just in? So that was a normal flat. This is a basic flat. I would think basic is more basic than normal. Whatever. It's all in terminology. Here's another one. We can go teleport and check out the interior of this house. No, this is going to be another place with an elevator. It's a really cool place, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to fit our need. What's up, John? The server is up right now, Joseph, yes. The server is up right now. Once I do all these modifications, I'm just going to upload the files and do one server restart. So, I mean, if you want to come out and play on the server right now, you're welcome to. Jeremy, my man, that was the whole idea of this, brother. Just to show all the behind the scenes with the server and everything that goes into it and how it's all set up. The rail flat is a really cool place. I'm just going to show you guys this apartment because I think this is cool. I'm pretty sure we're going to be going with the cheap home. Check out this place, guys. This is his bathroom. Right in here. And then it's just like this big studio apartment. It's got this outside deck overlooking the spillway and the rail. It's literally over top of the railroad tracks. This is the downstairs to the rail house. This could have been a cool club, a hangout for one of the gangs or something. And another feature that makes this place really cool is you can actually walk in and out of the door. And look at this, man. You got a ladder in and out of your house. You park in the alleyway right here. You got a garage right here. Union Depository. That's a freaking awesome house in my opinion, dude. That's like the coolest. The beach bungalow and that, I think, are the coolest ones. Okay, so let's go back up here And we're gonna go with cheap home. I'm gonna have to add another one. I'm gonna copy this whole section right here, okay? From this bracket all the way down to this bracket. That's this house. You don't want to come down to this. This is the very end of the of this section of the config itself. So I'm going to put my cursor after that, shift enter, drop it down a line, control V, paste that right back in there. We got cheap home 4, okay? Now we're going to have cheap home 5. Entry. We're going to leave the entry because that's where it teleports you to. Chest is your chest in your house. That's where you store your belongings. Wardrobe is where you can change your clothing. Game table is where you can do the gambling in the cheap home. Okay? So we're going to leave all of that just like it is. Now what we want to do is, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to copy cheap home. And I'm going to go all the way down here now. And I'm probably going to have to copy that whole line. But, cheap home, oh, cheap ocean house, that's the other one I added. But we're gonna come right here in front of this bracket, select all the way down to the end, copy, click behind that, shift enter, drop it down a line, control V, we're gonna paste that in there. And what did we call it? Cheap home 5. Cheap home 5, change this also to 05. So now we both have these listed as cheap home 5. Entry point is where we want to go in. So we're going to come back over to our coordinates. We're going to go to the beach house, 14, blah, 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 blah. And I don't want that space in there. Copy that. Come back over here now to cheap house 5, and we're going to get rid of this because this is the one we just copied over from here. Now we're going to paste right over top of that with our new coordinates. You can see it's 1416. That's what we want. We're going to put the buy price right here. The chat decided, I think we're going $500,000. So we'll put in that. 3 more circles. Sell price, we'll do 400,000. So, max 1, the blip ID, and the blip color, I'm going to get into that for those of you guys that are interested. So I'm going to open a new window here. And it's on the wrong screen. Okay, bring that over. Let me show you guys this. And you can Google this to find this, by the way. So I'm going to come into my bookmarks, and I got right down here, blip IDs and images. Here we go, blip ID and images. And these are all the blips that you can use in the game, okay? And this is going to just show how it looks on the map. When you open the map or the mini map, this is the icon that'll show up at this location, okay? So I just wanted to show you guys that you can change this if you want to. You can make it however you want. That's how the bikers have a bike, and you know, the rednecks. What do they have? They have like a skull and crossbones. It's not that, but they have another skull and crossbones. You can put a boat for a boat. There's a, you know, a truck for a truck location, yada, yada, yada. And then they also have it set up so you can come into the bookmarks here. And I want to go to blip colors. And then you can set the color of the house. You know, it doesn't have to be green. It can be blue, red, whatever color you want to set for your blip. You can do that. And that's right here. Blip ID would be the symbol, and blip color obviously is the color. So we added a new cheap house 5. We got the location in there and everything. I'm gonna hit save up here, and there we go, guys. We just added a new house to the server. Just like that, we got a new beach house put in there. So, did we all catch that? Corey says, can you copy an entire building? What do you mean, can you copy an entire building? And Colt and I will be doing more of these videos, bro. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos of all different sorts. The stream is going to be an asset, guys. All right. Josh said I should make a train gang. Train gang, that's awesome. Where's the server thing located? What do you mean the server thing? Like this FileZilla thing? You download FileZilla, as long as you have a server, you download FileZilla and then they'll give you the appropriate information to be able to connect to your server. Now, some people can, you know, if you own 2 copies of Grand Theft Auto and you have a computer at your house you don't use, you can use that computer as a dedicated server for your Grand Theft Auto and then connect to that computer with the computer you play on. Theoretically, right now, I could be connected to another server right now, not necessarily using FileZilla, but using Dropbox or some other method to be able to, you know, do things with it. Rob says he wants a train to drive around. I'm trying to think, do they have trains? I don't think, yeah, no. I think there's actually an AI train that you can get on and it'll take you around the city, Rob, but I don't think you can drive any trains in GTA. What's going on, Justin? Appreciate it, James. Thank you, man. All right, so we got that house added. Let me think really quick. Is there any other houses that I wanted to add? Any of you guys know of any cool houses? Or possible locations? We'll put in the no clip here and go flying around. Here's a view of the city not a lot of people have seen without being in a helicopter or a plane. A Hollywood sign? Yeah, I've been up to the Hollywood sign now that I think about it. Alright, so this is the new house that we just added, guys. This is going to be a house that players can buy now. Oh, you know what else we should do? Just because you're going to pay $500,000 for this house, you're going to get an extra little option. We're going to put in a boat garage, guys. We'll put it so that they can get their boat right here if they want to. So we're going to hit K, go back to the admins, pull up the coordinates, copy those coordinates, and let's go back into the notepad. We're going to do beach boat garage. Make sure you label these things so you understand what they are when you go back to read them later. There was something that I named weird. Here you go. This is the police boathouse. What the hell is a police boathouse? You mean where you get your boat garage? I gotta change that right now because I remember that confused me. Alright, anyways, talking to myself. That's what I do, guys. Alright, beach boathouse garage. We don't need it in this file. We're gonna go back over to the garage one. And I shouldn't have copied that just yet. Wait, what does it matter? Yeah, I need to go. This should have been alphabetical. Okay, right here, boats. Oh, that's what happens when an extra space gets in there. Okay, so now that coordinate is laid in there for a boat garage to be at the beach house. So if you're a beach house baller, you got access to your own boat now. What about a pimp? Rob says a pimp. I don't know how that would work, bro. There's a lot of cool ideas that people give me, but I don't know how I could get it implemented into the server or anything like that. Can you add a unicycle? If there's a mod that exists. Somebody sent me a police golf cart. We got to get that into the server. Let's do that right now before I even forget about it. What's up, Dewey? Good to see you, bro. Let me show you guys. I think it's in test. Oh my god, I've got so much shit. Why do I do this to myself? What is it called? I'm wondering if I ever downloaded it, or I'm pretty sure I did. I just don't know what it's called. Let me check. Hang on. Who sent me that? I swear somebody sent it to me through Discord. I think it was Riser that sent it to me, maybe. No, he sent me the fire department pack. And he sent me the president pack, which is already in the server. We just haven't had enough people to be, you know, making a president and having a motorcade and everything like that. Who sent me that golf cart? That wasn't Lucas. Ant. It was Ant. I bet Ant sent it to me. No. Shit. Might be out of luck here. Hey, there's Lucas. What's up, brother? We're working on the server right now, man. Trying to pull more people in. I figured by showing some server development, that might help in a way. Lucas, I'm trying to find who sent me that damn police golf cart right now. I'm looking through all my direct messages. This is what happens when you have so many of them. And people sometimes will message me and I don't even realize it. It'll get lost. Well, I could put up a post like on the FiveM forums and try to bring in some people that aren't, you know, from the stream to come out and play on the server too. That's another idea. Let me see here if it's listed somewhere in this list. No, I don't think it is. Can't even get in the airbase, Rob. That's the thing about that. Yeah, I'm looking for the police golf cart right now, man. I feel bad that I don't remember who sent me that and that I overlooked it. Was it Bud? No. Wozer. No. Well, I might not be able to find it here, unfortunately. So I'm not seeing it in any of these messages. Oh, Lucas, gotta go to work, man. It sucks, brother. We will be missing you on the server tonight there, Officer Hopper. Hopper. Harper, Hopper, Hooper. Man, who the hell sent me that damn thing? Riser just sent it to me. Is this the right one, though? Hopefully it is. It says GTA 5 mods, but I know I looked at it and it said that it was FiveM ready. I don't know if this is the right one. This doesn't, I don't think this is it. Okay, so it's called Police Golf Cart Add-on. Let's look into our test and see if there's a Police Cart Add-on. Not alphabetically there. And nothing there. It's just weird because I swear I would have had it downloaded. Let's try. Let's check it out. Let's see what it is. I can show you guys right away what it's going to look like if this is what we're looking for. Oh, I was like, hey, where's the chat window? There you go. I don't know, James. I'm not sure yet. The game warden job, I do need that, but from what I was seeing, man, I can't even get hunting licenses in there yet. So it's called 22FF 2D Police Cart. 22. No, I'm still not seeing it here. I'm just making sure so I'm not double downloading the same thing. Show in folder. There it is. Bring that over here. Extract it right here. That way we can see what's going on. I don't need that index. pcaddy, readme. No, this isn't going to be it. Alright, well, unfortunately, I would have to turn that into a resource to be able to get that into the server. Alright, well, we're going to scrub the police cart for right now. There was another one. It's out there. It exists. I'll have to look into that then, guys. I'm trying to think if there's any other server. No, I've added a lot of vehicles to the server. I haven't been messing with that for a little bit. But what we're going to look into now is we got that house added. I want to look into adding or moving 1 or 2 or 3 or all of these jobs somewhere into the north. So let me just get started here. We're gonna look. There's the original Sandy Shores. That's pretty interesting right there. So you can see what it looks like normally. And now as we get in closer to the city, look at all the extra things that have been added in. I mean, for one, all the street lights, all the trees, it looks like, all these extra buildings. There's a good example right here. Look at this big building right here. Inside of this building is another house. There it is. There's a campfire in that tree right there, but that tree is inside of a house. All right, anyway, sorry guys, getting a little distracted here. We need to move some of these jobs around. So like I said, let's get a good look at the map. I mean, ideally, I gotta close this menu. Ideally, we would get everything down here moved up here. Now, I don't need to be moving barbershops or banks. These houses don't matter. But we got this hacker job. We need to get the hacker job moved up here. So we need a new location for that. We need a new location to buy pipe bombs. So we'll be looking in the underbelly of Sandy Shores here somewhere to hide some of this stuff. Yeah, Jeremy, you can see how I get lost in updating the server, man, because there can be so many different things to work on, and you think of it all at once, and it's just a mess. Bud, what's going on, brother? Am I missing something? What's up, Bill? I'll see you, man. Sold your Cherokee. Hopefully you got some good money for it. Professor Rhino, the class has a question, Kevin says. Go ahead, class. I gotta move the drug dealer location. I think that's gonna go over to Stab City, though. Price for a server, Bud is asking. Depends how you're gonna have your server tweaked out. They give you a lot of options when it comes to doing the servers. So you can just have a basic server, and I think you're looking at like $9 a month, you know, and it goes by slots too. So if it's just you and your buddy, it might be really cheap, honestly. If it's just gonna be like you and one other person or something like that, because you only need 2 slots, it'll be pretty cheap. We'll say, looking at the server that I'm running, though, we got a 14-player server currently. I don't have any of the upgrades. I don't have any of the, you know, it doesn't have a tweaked processor. It doesn't have tweaked RAM or anything like that. Just the basic server running with 14 slots, and I think we're at 18 a month. Now, you're going to get up to a bigger server. Let me just give you an example. Before we even bump up the amount of slots, if I just want to bump up the speed of the RAM on a server, that's a 100% cost increase to do that. So the pricing in that server thing can get up there pretty quickly. All right, so what was I saying here? We got a couple things I want to get going here. We'll go over to Stab City. He died over here on a rooftop. He's trying to respawn. Yeah, right on, bud. No doubt, man. The server can get pricey just depending on the options that you want to go with it. That's all. That's how it kind of goes. All right. So we want to do this drug dealer job over here somewhere. All right. Oh, God. I didn't realize how far up in the air I was. Son of a bitch. And now I'm going to have to wait. Can I revive myself? Oh, God. The game doesn't like that. My dead body just goes flopping. It's the small things in life that are entertaining, guys. Colton's probably gonna just rejoin the server, it looks like. Okay, so let me think here. We gotta find a spot here where we are going to be... Let's look. We gotta open the file, guys. We save this just in case. not going to be any of these. We're going to have to go into the server resources. And we're going to come all the way down. And because we are using the VRP framework, that is the basic script on the server that's running everything else, if that makes sense. So this is like the Windows of the server, almost. Oh my god, are you kidding me right now? Right now, of all times, they're gonna do this to me, dude? Archon is down. It's saying Archon refused to connection refused by server. What that means is that they're probably doing a server maintenance thing right now. Like the hosting company, Zap Hosting, the people that I get the server from. Let me check their website. It's so frustrating when they do this crap, man, because I'll be in the middle of working on the server and all of a sudden I won't be able to connect to the server anymore because they're going to be doing an update on how this all works, basically. Interruptions. There are no interruptions so far today. And today is Sunday. You wouldn't think that they would be working on the server today. Yeah, it's still saying that it's trying to connect to the server. Oh, whoa. Hold the farm. The actual server itself disconnected us. Let me see something here, guys. It's 6 o'clock. Is this a restart time? This could be a server restart, but I don't see why that would affect this connection. No, that's not going to connect. Well, that is going to ruin things because if I can't open this up, I'm not going to be able to see these files to alter. Because I only have certain ones saved on my computer. I got Homes, Cloakroom, which is basically where you get your clothing as a cop or a firefighter. The phone, groups, which are police, cops, biker gangs. The garages, obviously, gun shops, and the markets. Those are all pretty self-explanatory. I have those already on the PC here that I can alter. And we could work on those things. But, I wanted to do that. There's certain things that I need to do. We were supposed to be working on the jobs here. I wanted to show everybody how the jobs work. And I wanted to test out the truck driver job and some of these other things. Come on. Let's have hope that this is going to work. Tell me they're just having a hiccup right now or something. Come on, it's Sunday night. Why would they be... Yeah, somebody's on the server right now, so the server is definitely up. Yeah, Riser's on the server, so it's good. If I can't connect right here, though, they must be working on... They must be working on a Sunday. Yeah, man, son of a bitch. Make sure I got this shit saved. This is kind of how the view goes for the server right here. You can see it's online, the location, how much memory is used, where we're at, how many players are on, the usage of RAM, the name, the port. You know, here's your usage and things like that. And this is all on this website, Zap Hosting. You know, if you guys are interested in checking that out, or checking this out to get into the servers, you can see this is going to be the basic thing right here. And this is where I was looking, was interruptions. And it doesn't have any interruptions listed so far today, but I have a feeling something's going to pop up there. But you can get all kinds of things here too, guys. They don't just do servers. You can get they have bots, and they got TeamSpeak servers, Minecraft stuff. They got all kinds of weird stuff on here. I didn't even really look at it all. He's saying the server's up. I know the server's up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to connect to the server, it seems. Like, we can play on the server, but if I can't get this other connection going right here, we're going to be dead in the water. Yep. Son of a bitch. And they still don't have this listed as an official interruption on their website. That's why I'm being hopeful that maybe this is going to just connect one of these times and I'm trying to do it. What do you think? What else could I move? I really can't do anything. That says 12:50 o'clock. Well, it's definitely not 12:50 o'clock anywhere right now. Right? Can't be. Well, I'm going to try this one more time, guys. If this does not work, unfortunately, we're going to have to end this little segment of working on the server earlier than expected. I wanted to get into a lot of stuff there with you guys, but unfortunately, all we were able to do is get the beach house added. And right now, I can't even upload the garage file or the homes file. So that stuff isn't even going to be on the server until this is working again, until we can connect to the server. Now you guys can see why that can be pretty frustrating in and itself. Now one night, man, when I had all these vehicles that I was adding to the server, I had them all ready to go, and I went to connect to the server, and I kept getting this issue. I was so pissed. I stayed up until like 2 in the morning waiting for this to connect, and it would never work until the following day. So unfortunately, guys, we are going to have to wrap it up here. Thanks for tuning in, guys, to watch the little bit of the stream that we got going here on modding the server. I thought it was pretty cool to have you guys with me here. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this. And I will be doing this again, and we will be live out on the server tonight. Probably it's 6 now. I want to try to start at like 8, so 2 hours from now we will be out on the GTA 5 server playing and testing out some of the jobs. So make sure you guys are here for that. And if you want to come out and play on the server, you just have to have a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. You need to go to FiveM.net, get that installed, downloaded and installed into your computer. Go over to the WhiteRhino09 Facebook page, click posts on the left hand side, and then at the very top you will be able to get all of the server information so you can come out and join in all the role-playing fun. And also make sure you join the Discord channel, because that has all the rules and some of the how-to videos listed as well. So thank you again, guys, for tuning by or stopping by to check this out, and I will see you guys back here shortly with some GTA 5 action. So till then, guys, stay safe. Later.